Ranked us as the country's most livable city again, and that time the city skyline never looked better.
Many remember the first time Pittsburgh was honored as the best city or most livable city. That was 22 years ago. Here to analyze what this newest honor means to the region, both economically and psychologically, is Dr. Audrey Gusky with our Consumer Tuesday. Audrey, we've got to start off by asking, how do they determine what are the most livable cities in the country?
Yeah. Well, Sunny, John, this is absolutely exciting. I feel like a cheerleader for the city because this is such a huge honor. And after 22 years to get it again is phenomenal because no other city has received it twice in a row. It's a very calculated procedure. Basically, a fella named David Savigno, he tended to look at 379 different cities. He looked across the board at different things like education, recreation, transportation, the ambiance of the city, healthcare, which we were very high on, and crime, the economy, housing, and climate. And as a result of that, did some algebraic calculations and determined that Pittsburgh was the #1 city in the country.
Okay, I'm looking at those top 10 cities. I see we beat out some big ones: San Francisco, Seattle, Portland, Philadelphia.
Yeah, it's very, very exciting because, as you said, John, you look at these cities who people tend to think of San Francisco and Seattle as being fabulous, and we were among the top, not just among, but absolutely the first. So it's wonderful. It's great news for the city. Absolutely couldn't be better.
And Audrey, a lot of people are saying Pittsburgh is on the brink of a renaissance again, with a lot of companies, tech-based companies moving in, and you know, the downtown living also hopefully on the brink of becoming bigger. Do you think that's what exactly is happening here?
Well, you take all the factors that are happening. Our sports teams seem to be excelling. Pittsburgh area is growing and expanding economically. We've lost a significant part of the population, but it's coming back. And I think an honor like this, and especially when we're looking at the 250th anniversary of Pittsburgh coming up, and this was the 25th anniversary of the Places Rated Almanac. And so once again, you put all these factors together and you look at Pittsburgh as really rebounding. We've always been strong. We've always been in the top 20 in this ratings, but finally we've been recognized once again as #1. And so this gets huge publicity, huge visibility, great marketability for the city. You can't buy this type of publicity. It would be, I think, worth millions of dollars as far as visibility and economic impact. Someone could be looking at the city and trying to relocate their business, their small business, their large business. People raising families tend to like to come to the Pittsburgh area. And so I think this is just another impetus, another push to say, hey, Pittsburgh, we are the best. Come and take another look at us.
And how do we keep on top of that list? What kind of things do we have to work on to keep there?
Well, I think we're moving in the right direction with a wonderful young mayor named Luke Ravenstahl, who is doing fabulous things, as well as Dan Honorato and the whole Pittsburgh area. I think economically we have to keep growing. We have to look at the tax structure again, and we have to bring more housing into the downtown area and retail pictures. And so I think if you take all of these into account, and we have a lot of the plans in place, overall I think we're very, very strong to maybe get it next year as well, 3 years.
And Audrey, it's been said Pittsburgh is not exactly what you call a destination city like an Orlando, Florida, or what have you. How can we best market this accolade that we have in order to try to attract other people from throughout the country to come here?
Yeah, exactly. Good point, John. And when you look at convention centers as well, how can you get conferences to come into the area? How can you get people to vacation in here? And our climate was rated very low, as we all noticed, and so that tends to be an issue. But I think overall, when you take into account the beauty, the recreation, the wonderful seasons that we have, I think that's the push and that's where we need to go.
All right, well, here's to hoping for next year and hoping these results bring new Pittsburgh residents. Dr. Audrey Gusky.
And congratulations to all of us Pittsburghers, well deserved.
That's right. You know what, and just real quickly, today I was hearing that there was a new study that said we were second when it comes to the most polluted cities.
Air pollution, yes. Well, you got to take the bad with the good, I guess. People still like it here, they must. All right, Audrey, thank you so much.